Hey, I'm Andy. We're back with another unboxing and packing opening, and this time we're gonna finish the Wilds of Eldraine collector's boosters. So, yeah, we got some good stuff so far. 2 anime cards overall, and really just some neat artwork cards. So, yeah, we have 3 more to go, and at the time of this recording, do have an unopened box of the set boosters, but we're gonna hold off on that. Just logistical sake, and because we got Pokemon 151 coming along the way, so I just want to open up that first, and then probably gonna finish up Obsidian Flames after that, since I think we have 1 or 2 more videos to do for that set as well. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to unbox, unpack, and I only do this twice a week too. I only do these videos twice a week, so yeah, just a lot of stuff in the pipeline, and yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, we're gonna open up these, see what we get, and starting with the first pack of the last set of 3. All right, hopefully we get some good stuff. So we got Bespoke Battle Garb for 1 red. Equip creature gets +2/+0 and has Celebration. So attach this up to 1 target creature you control, and equip is 2. Alright. Next up is Break the Spell for a white. Destroy target enchantment. If a permanent you control or a token was destroyed this way, draw a card. Okay, so it incentivizes to target your own stuff. So we got Hopeless Nightmare for black. When this enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. When this is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, scry 2. And then 2 black is to sacrifice this. Okay. Next up is Rowan's Grim Search. For 2 black, bargain. If the spell was bargain, look at the top 4 cards of your library, then put up to 2 of them back up on top, and in any order, and the rest into your graveyard. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Okay, pretty neat. Next up is uncommons. We got Stormkeld Vanguard for 4 green. It also has an adventure 1 green. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. And then this can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, and is a 6/7. Alright, next up is Edgewall Inn. Alright, it enters battlefield tap. As it enters the battlefield, choose a color. So tap, add 1 mana of the chosen color, and 3 tap, sack this. Return target card that has an adventure from your graveyard to your hand. Alright, interesting land. Alright, next up is a Glass Casket for a 1 white. So when this enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or less until this leaves the battlefield. Okay, pretty straightforward. I know the glare is kind of blocking it as I put them down, but you can see these when I hold them up here though. So you get a mountain. Alright, rares, or I guess this set first, or this symbol first. We have Vampiric Rites, which we got before, although we got it in foil, so yeah, I'm not going to repeat that. Next up is Knightly Valor for 4 white. Enchant creature. When this enters battlefield, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has vigilance. Okay. Next up is a rare. We got the Found's Bane Troll for 2 black green. So when this enters the battlefield, create a monster roll token attached to it. So +1/+1, and it has trample. 1 sack and aura attached to this. So this fights target creature you don't control. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, pretty straightforward. Next up is Expel the Interlopers. 3 white. I think we already got this one before, so choose a number between 0 and 10. Destroy all creatures with power greater than or equal to the chosen number. So I believe we got a foil one before, but it is what it is. Next up, ooh, that's adorable. The Elusive Otter for a blue. It also has X green for an adventure. Distribute X/1/1 counters among any number of target creatures you control. So this one has prowess. Creatures with power less than Elusive Otter's power can't block it. That is adorable. Very adorable. Next up is As Foretold. 2 blue. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a time counter on this. Once each turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast with mana value X or less, where X is the number of counters as foretold. Sucks that it's only once each turn, but it makes sense. Really nice card though. And here's our human token and our food token. Alright, last card for this pack is Bramble Familiar. 1 green for a 2/2. Oh, it's a raccoon. How is this a raccoon? I don't see the raccoon in the art. Maybe that's just me, but I don't see the raccoon in the art. But anyways, as an adventure for 5 green, mill 7 cards, then put a creature, enchantment, or land card from among the mill cards onto the battlefield. Okay, very risky gamble for 7. And it has tap, add green, 1 green tap, discard a card, return this to its owner's hand. I really don't see the raccoon in this. Like elemental, sure, but yeah, I don't see the raccoon. But anyways, that was the first pack. On to pack 2 of this video. And basically the penultimate pack for the set. Or for the box, not the set. Anyways. Alright, we got a Red Tooth Genealogist for 2 green. When this enters this battlefield, create a royal token attached to another target creature you control. So +1/+1 and award 1. Alright. Next up is the Harried Spear Guard for a red. Haste, when this dies, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block. Alright, we got a Scarecrow Guide for 2. Reach 1, add 1 mana of any color. Activate only once each turn. Oh, the Scarecrow is adorable. Alright, next up is the Spell Stutter. 1 blue. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2 plus an additional 1 for each fairy you control. Alright, nice. The normal one usually has just unless it pays 2, but this one has the additional 1 for each fairy you control. It seems really nice. Alright, uncommon time. We got a Twisted Sewer Witch. 3 black. When this enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 rat creature token with this creature can't block. Then for each rat you control, create a Wicked Roll token attached to that rat. Okay, so +1/+1. And when this aura is put into a graveyard, each opponent loses 1 life. Interesting. Very interesting. Next up is Embereth Veteran for a red. So 1 sack, create a Young Hero Roll token attached to another target creature or just attached to another target creature. So it says, whenever this creature attacks, if its toughness is 3 or less, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Very neat. Next up is the Gallant Pie Wielder. Okay. 2 white for strike. Celebration. This has double strike as long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn. Alright, and the land card. The Plains. Alright. Uncommon, Grasp of Fate, 1 white. When this enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls until this leaves the battlefield. Okay, really neat art for that one. I mean, it's simple, but it's really neat. 2 green, Garruk's Uprising. When this enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures you control have trample. Whenever a creature you control with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. And I'm assuming this is Garruk. So the stylized version of Garruk. Alright, rares. Sentinel of the Lost Lore. I think we already got this before. 1 green. When this enters the battlefield, choose 1 or more. Yeah, we already got this. So return target creature card you own in exile that has an adventure. Put target card you don't own in exile that has an adventure. Or on the bottom of its owner's library, an exile target player's graveyard. Okay, we got 1 of those before. Next up, we got Court of Garenbrig. Yeah, 1 green. When this enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, distribute 2 +1/+1 counters among up to 2 target creatures in general. Then, if you're the monarch, double the number of +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. This seems really nice. It's like doubling season, but not as strong. I mean, I guess. Next up is Talion, the kindly lord. Looks like Maleficent in a sense. Wait, is this an anime card or not? I can't tell. It doesn't have the anime style, so I don't think it is. But all right, 2 blue black. Flying. As this enters the battlefield, choose a number between 1 and 10. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. Really gambling, but or it's a gamble unless you really know what the opponent's deck is like. So it's still interesting. Next up is Rest in Peace. 1 white. When this enters the battlefield, exile all graveyards. If a card or token will be put into graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Okay. There's a night card and a food token. So the last card for this collector's booster box. Wonder what? Or no, it's not. No, it's not. We still have one more pack. I forgot this was the penultimate one. But all right, last card for this pack, anyways. Intruder Alarm. Nice. 2 blue. Creatures don't untap during their controller's untap step, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield, untap all creatures. Neat. Somehow, this reminds me of. This reminds me of Hollow Knight for some reason. The artwork. It just reminds me of Hollow Knight. It doesn't look anything like the characters in that game, but it just reminds me of it. All right, so now we have one more pack to go. So hopefully we end the box strong, but we will see. All right, so first card, Grand Ball Guest, 1 red. Celebration, this gets +1/+1 and has trample. As long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield or you control this turn. Alright. We got Aquatic Alchemist for 1 blue. It also has Bubble Up for 2 blue. So put target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library. And whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, this gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Alright. Next up is the Conceited Witch for 2 black, and then Price of Beauty is black. Create a Wicked Roll token attached to target creature you control, and then it's a 2/3 menace. Alright, next up is the Frostbridge Guard with awesome artwork. 1 white, 2 white, tap 2 white, tap target creature. Okay. Next up is our uncommons. We got a Stone Splitter Bolt for X red. And as Bargain, this deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. If this spell was bargained, it deals twice damage to that permanent instead. If only it had to target player as well, but might be too strong for an uncommon if it did that. I'm not sure, but I get the feeling that's why they didn't put player on it. But anyways, we got Agatha's Champion for a 4 green. Bargain, and then trample. When this enters the battlefield, if it was bargain, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Okay. Next up is the Witch Stalker Frenzy for 3 red. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature that attacked this turn. And then this deals 5 damage to target creature. Okay. So basically, you wait until the opponent attacks, then this costs 1 less, so at least 3, then just 5 damage to target creature for a red. Okay. Seems cool. Yeah, our last land is an island. Alright. We got Curiosity. Neat artwork. I don't know if it counts as an anime one because I thought the anime ones were rare or mythic rare. I mean, it could be. Maybe not, I don't know. The artwork looks cool though. So it's blue. Enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature deals damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. Alright. Next up is Utopia Sprawl for a green enchant forest. And it enters the battlefield, choose a color. Whenever enchanted forest is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of the chosen color. Okay. Next up is our rare. We got Godric Cloaked Reveler again. I think we got it in the last. Yeah, we didn't get it in this video, but we got it in the last video. So it's a 1 red haste. As long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield and you control this turn, this is a dragon with base power toughness 4/4 flying and it has Dragon Breath. So Yeah, pretty interesting. Next up is Court of Embereth for 2 red red. When this enters the battlefield, you become Monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 3/1 red knight creature token. Then, if you're the Monarch, this deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of creatures you control. Neat. Next up, you got Restless Cottage. It's a land. Enters battlefield tapped, add black or green. So 2 black green. 2 black green Restless Courage or Restless Cottage becomes a 4/4 black and green horror creature until end of turn. It's still a land. So whenever this attacks, create a food token and exile one up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Seems nice. It's a man land, so nice. Next up is Oversold Cemetery. Ooh, 1 black. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 4 more creature cards in your graveyard, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, I mean, for 1 black, imagine if it was just returned to the battlefield, then it probably would have cost more than 1 black. Alright, we have 1 more card for certain this time. So, you see the Adorable Rat and the Food token. Alright, so a last card for this booster box, or the collector's booster box, I should say, is hopefully not a repeat. The Foul. Oh, it is a repeat. Dang it. 2 black green, the Fowl's Bane Troll. It trolled me. When this enters the battlefield, create a monster roll token attached to it. 1, sacrifice an aura attached to this. This fights target creature you don't control. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, I mean, we got some neat cards, some duplicates, but it is what it is. I keep saying it, I don't do this just to make money, so I do this just for the experience of unpacking and seeing what I get. So if I get good stuff, cool. If I get not so good stuff, well, it's whatever. But yeah, Restless Cottage seems nice. Rest in Peace seems nice, the artwork. I feel like I already got this before, but Talion, like I said, reminds me of Maleficent for some reason. So yeah, I mean, this I don't understand this. I don't see the raccoon. Like, like if it's like a raccoon like at the very corner, then yeah, I don't see the raccoon. Why not just make it an elemental? But yeah, that's like the only annoying thing that I've seen. But yeah, that's it for the Wilds of Eldraine Collector's Booster Box. Overall, I believe we only got 2 anime cards, which I don't know. I don't know like the odds per box, but yeah, we got 2 more than 0. So yeah, but like I said, we do have the set booster box that I haven't opened yet. You can see the plastic still on, but I'm still saving that after I get through all the Pokemon stuff that will be arriving sometime this week or next week. I don't know. And I still have to get through the Pokemon Obsidian Flame stuff as well. So yeah, feel free to check that out whenever that releases, I guess. But yeah, we're done with the collector's boosters for all the Wilds of Eldraine. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.